Welcome to another episode of the Swamp247 Recruiting Podcast. I'm Tyler Harden, sitting down today with 2027 linebacker Isaac McNeil out of Vigor High School in Mobile, Alabama. Isaac, thanks for the time today, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. I know it's been a busy year for you, right? Your recruitment has absolutely exploded over the past 2 months. Just are you settling in now, kind of catching your breath a little bit, after everybody, was funneling in and out of the school through January and, kind of figuring things out maybe through February? Are you kind of catching your breath a little bit?
Yes, sir. I'm catching on now. I'm used to it now. So yeah.
Yeah. How have you been liking it? Just kind of, I'm sure it's chaotic, right? But just how have you liked the whole recruiting process now that it's really heated up for you and you're seeing a lot of schools coming into the picture?
I liked it a lot. Like it's just a blessing getting so many opportunities. So I really enjoyed it a lot. So
Yeah. So, man, obviously you're going to start visiting schools in the spring again. You're going to be at Florida on Saturday. Just, what made you want to get back to Florida? Obviously you have the OV, but what made you want to get back to Florida in the spring as well?
it's they're definitely a school I'm considering. So I just wanted to get down there and just watch them practice and see how I think I could fit in down there and just definitely check it out again.
No doubt. Yeah. And you were on campus, for the first time in your recruitment back in January for the junior day. Just kind of walk me through that experience. Just how was it being on campus for the first time and, meeting the new staff?
It was great. I like their campus a lot. It's probably one of the nicest campuses I've been at. Like I like their campus a lot, but I definitely enjoyed it a lot. I went to the basketball game. It was fun though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. What was like your, like you just said, probably the nicest campus you've seen. What was your favorite part about, the swamp and the school?
Um, Me and my mom, we went to this lake down there. Like it's this lake. I think it's called Lake Alice. I think, or it's this lake down there. We went down there. We tried to find the alligator. That was probably my like favorite part.
Did you find one?
Oh, we ain't found one, but somebody sent me a picture of one down there, so I'm gonna try again though when I get back
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Saturday, man, head right down there, see if you can find yourself a gator, but don't get too close. You know what I mean? But man, just since that visit, how has everything been with the staff, just in terms of like communication, and just kind of keeping tabs on you through the month of February?
It's been great. Like just talking to the staff. I met the head coach there. I met the defensive coordinator. I feel like I've met most of the staff, and they talk to me pretty often. So yeah,
Yeah, who would you say you've kept in most contact with out of the staff?
probably Coach Gasparotto, the inside linebacker coach. I probably talked to him the most.
Yeah, talk about him a little bit, man. Just how has it been getting to know him that much more over the past few weeks, let's say?
Yeah, he's a great guy. He has like a high energy. Like he's ready. So I like that a lot. He has a great energy, and I feel like he could teach me a lot. And, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And like you said, I know you got to meet Coach Summerall on campus. Have you talked to him, since then, or
Yes,
just
sir. He
kind of
came. He
coached?
came to my school.
Yeah, yeah. So how was it just seeing him again and maybe keeping in touch some, since then?
It was great him coming to the school. Like it just showed me like how big of a uh like priority I was for them. So it was just great.
Yeah, no doubt. And I know, Brad White, defensive coordinator, he wasn't on the road recruiting in January, but just how was it, maybe getting to know him over time for you?
I've talked to him before. Matter of fact, he's the one who called and offered me. It was him and Coach Gasparotto. But he's great. I like him a lot for sure.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So, man, you want to remind people, what your spring visits look like, coming up here.
Um, my spring visits. I'm going to I'm going to Florida first. Then I'm going to USC, and then where am I going after that? I think I'm going to who's the next school? I can't even think about it right now, but I just know those are
Yeah.
the first two I'm going on.
Dude, yeah, I know for you, it's been, so many different schools coming in. I'm sure it's just all kind of a blur to some degree sometimes, right? And I know for the summer, you got six OVs, so you're going to be a busy guy in the summer as well. You got visits set to Georgia, Auburn, Alabama, NC State, Florida, and Texas A&M. Just out of those schools, what made you want to visit those schools in particular? Obviously including Florida.
I'll say just like the coaching staff and just like the schools, like, those are schools I like a lot, and I feel like I got a great relationship with the coaches there. So
Yeah, yeah, man. Let's start in state with Alabama. Just obviously, being like I just said, an in-state kid. An offer from Alabama is never a bad thing. Just how has it been getting to know that staff and kind of just being recruited by Alabama?
it's good. I went to about three Alabama games. I enjoyed it a lot. Like they got like a great fan base, and I enjoy going up there and watching them play a lot. So
So it was a long time coming for you, right? Just what did that offer mean to you, being that you were on campus multiple times, saw multiple games, kind of saw what that atmosphere was like? Just what did that offer mean to you in particular?
it was great. It just showed me. I feel like how much better I've gotten as a player. Like it just like like after months, like I got it. So it was just great.
Yeah. I mean, you could kind of say that for all your offers, all the hard work just paid off, right?
Yes, sir, for
So,
sure. I feel
uh,
like it's been for all of them for sure.
yeah, absolutely. Now let's go to the rival of Alabama. How's everything with Auburn? What made you want to go on an OV up there?
Auburn. I feel like well, I liked Auburn for a long time since I was little. Like when I was little, I was an Auburn fan. So and I feel like I have a great relationship with that coaching staff too. So I like their program a lot. So
Yeah, I guess I could say the same thing about them. Like, what did that offer mean to you, being that you were an Auburn fan growing up, and you know, obviously watching them? I'd imagine you probably envisioned yourself in that uniform at some point. Just how was it getting an offer from Auburn in particular?
it was great. It was like my first. It was my first SEC offer. So it was really cool. Like it was my first time ever going to Auburn, and I got an offer from there. So it was just great.
Yeah. Now, how about Georgia, man? How was it getting an offer from Georgia, and how's everything been since?
Getting offer from Georgia, that was great. Like I remember like when I was little, like they used to always win national championship. So like offer from there, it was great. So yeah, and I
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
like they put a lot of linebackers in the NFL. So it was like it just showed me. I feel like I could really do it getting offer from there.
yeah. Have they kept in frequent contact as well with you?
Oh yes sir. Coach Schumann, I talk to him pretty often, and I'm gonna get. I know I'm going up there for the spring. I forgot the date though.
Yeah, no, I know you're still figuring out dates and everything for the spring. So now, how about NC State? Just what do you like about them?
I have a great relationship with the linebacker coach, and they say I'm a really high priority for them. So it just means like I'm definitely interested in that school, and
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. And to round it out here, how about Texas A&M? Just what do you like about the Aggies?
their Coach T. Will, he has like a great energy, and then Texas A&M, like I like their program a lot. Like they went to the playoffs, and like it's definitely something like I'm considering for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. Just I don't know if you probably watched that game with Texas A&M in Miami. That atmosphere was something, man. Right? Probably.
They got like a really good like fan base.
Yeah,
I definitely like that. And I think they have the biggest stadium in SEC. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, it's up there. Right? I don't know the
It's the
numbers off
first
the
or the
top of my
second
head.
one. The first or the second one. But
Yeah,
I
it's up
definitely have
there.
a great relationship with that coach, and like that's a great program. So yeah.
For sure, man. And obviously, you can't sleep on the Swamp, right? Definitely a stadium that's also up there in the SEC. Just, from coaches that might have talked to you on the Florida staff, maybe like current players, like what have they kind of told you about the atmosphere at Florida and just kind of the atmosphere overall inside the program, inside the building? Just what have they kind of had to say?
It's a great atmosphere, and like their head coach, he played linebacker. He's from Alabama too, so that's another thing that was great. I feel like that's I feel like I learned a lot from him, like from him playing the position and him coming from where I'm from. Like I definitely feel like I learned a lot, and I mean they got a great atmosphere. Like in my opinion, they got the nicest campus I've seen. But like I definitely like that a lot. So
Yeah, you bring up an interesting point how, not only was John Summerall, not only is he from Alabama, but he also played linebacker in the SEC, like exactly what, you might be trying to do. Obviously, NC State's in there, but the rest of them are NCC schools, right? Just how was it talking to him maybe on that level, just kind of picking his brain, being that he was once in the position that you're trying to be in now?
it was great. Like he has like a lot of knowledge, and like he's played the game before. Like he knows a lot. He has a lot of knowledge. So it was just great, like talking to him and learning from him.
Yeah, and with that all being said, man, obviously, all of these schools in your recruitment have made a significant impression in a short period of time, being how like your recruitment has blown up only a couple months ago. But where does Florida kind of stand in this right now, man? I know you're still feeling a lot of stuff out, but just where is Florida really standing overall in your mind?
I would say they're definitely a top school that I'm considering. Like they're definitely up there. They're definitely up there with the schools I'm considering for sure.
Yeah. Is there a school right now you'd say is like kind of maybe controlling the pace or, really doing maybe the best job recruiting you right now? Obviously, I know there's, still some work to do on your end, but like, is there a school right now that comes to mind when it comes to maybe controlling the pace in your recruitment?
I couldn't just say one right now. I mean, I feel like they're all fighting hard right now. So I really couldn't just say it's one school.
Yeah. Out of those six OVs, that they're all kind of up there for their own reason type of thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, when you make it back to Florida, man, obviously you got the spring practice before the OV and the official visit. You'll be able to see, just about everything you want to see out of the program. But for the spring practice in particular, what are you hoping to see when you're back on campus?
Just like just seeing them coach up close and just talking to the players, I feel like, and seeing how the players are learning and getting developed, like that's really the most important part. How I feel like if I could learn there, if I feel like that's just the right fit for me, I feel like
Is there anything you want to see out of the staff?
I wouldn't say it's just anything particular, but I just like say just like the feel or like just watching the players, watching the team, watching like seeing how their energy is, I'll say.
Yeah, for sure. And correct me when I'm wrong here. Obviously, you got six OBs, right? So you're going to be a busy guy this summer. Like, I'd imagine you're probably not anywhere close to a decision yet, being that you have so many trips you're still going to take. When ideally would you want to make a decision if you have like a rough timeline in mind, or maybe you haven't even gotten that far yet?
I'm gonna be committed after I take all my official visits, like a week or two after, probably.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, kind of like in the heart of like commit season when a lot of guys, start to commit over the summer and make decisions. You think you'll kind of be in that boat as well.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure. And when it comes down to, just evaluating these schools and getting closer and closer to a decision, what are like your biggest factors when it comes to, evaluating schools and, eventually finding the one school you want to commit to?
I say like the coaching staff and the feel of the school and wherever I feel like I could be developed the best, and wherever I feel like I'm wanted the most.
Yeah, awesome, man. Awesome. All good factors, right? So, no, that's great. Well, he's 2027 linebacker Isaac McNeil. I'm Tyler Harden with Swamp 24/7. Isaac, thanks for the time, man.
Yes, sir.